Did you hit live?
I did hit live. We're live.
We are?
We are. I even have the computer turned down.
Yeah.
And my phone is in silent.
I should probably do that.
I'm James.
And I am Emily.
We show you our actual weight loss journey with the keto lifestyle.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. But most importantly, don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto.
Well, here we are.
Here we are. Happy Thursday, everyone.
Yep.
We're so happy to spend the evening with you.
No countdown, so don't mess nothing up.
Yeah. We gave up on that.
We gave up on the countdown.
Yes. Did not work well.
So, looks like everybody's here.
Everybody's here.
And Jackie's dashing, but still here.
Hey, Jackie.
So, yeah. How was your day?
It has been the longest week ever. I feel like the past couple weeks have gone by really, really slow. I haven't wanted to do the things I'm supposed to do at work.
Why?
I just don't want to. There's things I just keep putting off. That I'm like, I can do it tomorrow. But it's boring at the same time.
All right, so last weekend when I had to get a new water softener, we went to Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Home Depot and really, really, really irritated me because I bought the softener because it was, apply for the Home Depot card, get $50 off. So I was like, well, I can use $50.
Right.
So did that. Well, today I went to pay the bill and then I had to get the Home Depot app and I had to sign up for the service. And then I had to go and sign up for the auto pay at the bank, right?
Right.
I had to connect it to my bank so that I could pay my payment through that for the credit card to pay it off and get rid of it.
Right.
And then I went, after I set it all up, I got an email, well, your bank's been connected. And I went to pay and it wasn't connected. Add bank. So I went and I added the bank. And I went through the whole process over again. And then I went to pay it and it said add bank. Well, yeah.
To say the least, he was a little bit frustrated.
Oh, I was very wound. As a matter of fact, I would rather probably shave with a steak knife than mess with that card anymore. I finally got it paid and I'm done with it. And I've had it for a week and I'm ready to cancel it.
There you go.
So there's that. So it was not worth the $50.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Aside from that, though, have you had a good week?
It's been, well, so the holiday weeks, this is a holiday for me because as a government employee.
Holiday week.
Yeah.
It's a short week.
Yeah, but it messes everything up. Like, I don't know, like, it feels like Friday.
Yeah.
It always feels like Friday.
Yeah. That's all right.
Other than that, it's been good.
We were just talking, and he's still on par with not missing a day of weight training.
Yes, since the first of the year, I have not, actually, I started on the second.
The second of the year.
The second day of the year, and
Yeah.
I have not missed, so we're almost going 2 full months.
Yep.
Every opportunity I've had, the only day I take off is on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the only day. Every other day I work out at different body parts, and
Yeah, he brought this up because Saturday he is going to miss.
I think I have to miss Saturday unless I get up really, really early.
And do it.
Yes, because we have our meetup in Columbus, which is an hour and a half,
Yay.
a little over an hour and a half away. So I have
Super excited.
I have to get up. I have to get the weigh-in video uploading at least,
Right.
so that I can control it from my phone from that point. And we have to be on the road early, so
Yeah.
it's going to be rough. But I'll try.
You're still going to try, right?
I'm still going to try. But that's a lot to expect.
Right.
Maybe I'll just do both workouts tomorrow night.
I don't think you should.
Well, another thing is doing this one meal a day, I really don't want to work out early.
Because it makes him so hungry.
Yes, I get hungry and like I'm actually doing my workout like an hour before I eat.
Mm-hmm. Which works.
Yeah,
it works great.
It works because if I wait any longer, if I work out and then like go all day without eating, I actually start to get the shakes.
Yeah.
I get shaky and I don't like the way I feel.
Well, it's hard too. I know with my yoga that I'm doing, if I don't do it before I eat, I don't want to do it. It's much harder to get it in if I wait and do it after I eat.
I like yogurt.
So, yoga.
I like yogurt.
Yoga.
Man, you know what you know exactly what I ate. But this is how much I'm eating on one meal a day. So tonight I had another Jimmy John's unwich,
Yes.
which is huge, the gargantuan. I had that. And then I had
It's very large, but it's really not enough protein or fat or calories for that matter.
And then I had like a half a bag of the Tyson, they're not breaded, the buffalo chicken strips, which we like them, and we like the blackened.
Yeah, right.
And they're like $10 a bag. I had half a bag of them. I had a 3rd pound cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
I had some pork rinds.
Yeah.
And what else did I have? Oh, I had a little piece of Chalk Zero.
Yep. Well, that's the thing, especially with OMAD. Like
that's a lot of food. People don't realize, like when I tell them, like my people at work, my friends, my people,
yeah,
I tell them that I'm only eating one meal a day. They're like, well, that ain't enough. It's like, well, you don't know how much I'm
eating.
You have no idea how much I'm eating.
Yeah. But when somebody posted in our Facebook group that they finally tried an unwich, and I put my macros in because I'm like, I didn't get a gargantuan. I got something else, but I brought it home and put avocado and I put bacon on it just to up my protein and fat, and it still wasn't really enough for one day. So I did eat a 4-ounce smash burger that we had left over.
You just reminded me of something else I had.
Oh boy.
I had 6 slices of bacon.
Oh, you did?
Tonight. Victoria wants to know, when's your eating time, James? It usually falls between 6 and 7, but tonight, due to the live, we try to go a little bit early.
Yeah.
It was like 5:10 to 6:10.
Yeah, but early this week, though, we decided to try to push it up earlier in the day, like an hour. So we've been kind of doing between 5:30 and 6:30 for the week.
Yeah.
Just to eat early enough where we have plenty of time before we go to bed.
And we really don't even take the full hour.
No.
But there's sometimes, like while I'm cooking, we'll have like pork rinds or something.
Yeah.
Just a snack on while you're eating, because so everyone talks, like I've been hearing this a lot lately, and I know Joe says this, and Rachel, that you should not eat to the clock.
Yeah.
Except I don't disagree. Mm-hmm. I disagree like during the week. Like if you're having a couple meals, I think that you should not eat to the clock.
Yeah.
But I think that on OMAD,
Yes.
if I was to eat when I was hungry, I would be eating at like 2.
Yeah.
But then tomorrow, I would probably be eating, like it would move up like 3 or 4 hours every day.
Right.
And I think I've not been hungry my whole life, so I think I owe a little bit.
Yeah. I do more of that hour window just because I have a harder time eating that much in one sitting. So I might give it like 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes and then try to eat something else just to make sure I'm eating enough.
But when it comes to like not eating at your watch, like I think that 6 o'clock really works good for me, because it's okay to be hungry for a couple hours before we eat.
Yeah.
And if like another thing I like about it is that if I undereat today, I'm gonna know tomorrow that I underate.
Because you'll be like, I'm so hungry.
And then I'm gonna make up for that.
Right.
Like I just think that it might not work for everybody, but for me, eating at the same time every day, at least for this month, I think it's fine to me. Like I feel like I wouldn't want to do it any other way. I wouldn't want to eat OMAD like I started getting hungry today at like 1.
Right.
I would not have wanted to eat my full meal today by 1 because, well, what if I have to go to bed and I feel hungry? You know what I mean? Like I want to eat close enough to bed where I'm not hungry at night.
Right.
But not early enough. Yes. Hi, everyone. Hello, everybody.
Oh.
All right. I guess we should check out comments.
And say hi.
We're behind.
And I'm sure that's what that says. Oh, my Lord.
We should go check out comments. All right. Hey, Sana's here.
Sana is here. Good evening, Sana.
Robert West is here.
Robert West.
Yeah, Lisa
How are
Strange
you?
was heading out to dinner with her dad.
And
Hope
I
you all
hope
have a good life.
have a wonderful dinner.
Well,
with your
hello
dad.
and bye, Lisa.
Hello and bye.
Lola's here.
Lola.
Is it Storge or Storge?
I want to say Storge.
Or is it Storge?
Maybe.
I don't know, but hi. Yeah, Cindy
Hi,
is here.
Cindy.
And who else is here? People talking.
People talking.
Yeah.
Chat. John Gugahan.
John Gugahan is here. I think it's pronounced Gagan.
Yeah. Yeah.
22 Q Cats here.
Hi, 22 Q
Says
Cat.
hi. John
Good
says yay
evening.
live. That's how far we are behind.
Yes. I'm
We're
sorry.
11 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Robert West.
You got on a little bit of a rant.
Jackie's dashing, but here. Robert West says
Jackie.
hi, Mary James. Hi, Robert. And John says hello, Emily and James.
Hello.
Oh, Bob says happy Thursday. Nice and hot today, but super windy.
Today got up in the low 70s and it was sunny and it was nice, but it was windy.
I'm wearing shorts.
Yep, he is. I am not. I'm wearing a sweater, but my sweater has holes. And I wore it today because it was going to be warmer.
I think you might need to take this thing back. It's ripped.
I love it.
Spring has sprung in North Carolina, Lola
Yay.
says. I wish spring has sprung here. It
Yes.
has for today, but it's supposed to be freezing again tonight.
Yeah.
In the 20s.
Yeah.
But it was in the 70s, so
You're skipping people that we need to
I
say
am
hi
so,
to.
who am I skipping? Oh, Shauna's here.
Yep.
She's here but eating lunch. Early dinner.
Early dinner, lunch, brunch, brunner, maybe. Sylvia is here. Good evening, Sylvia. Yolanda.
And Robert said for semi-retired Bob, hope you're feeling good. Bob has been
Yes,
sick lately.
he has been sick. And I hope you got your chicken soup.
Bob eats chicken soup?
Didn't last week he wanted somebody to bring him chicken soup?
I don't remember. Yolanda's here.
John said I had the same thing happen when I got a card with PayPal.
I couldn't connect my bank and had to call customer service for them to fix the problem. Yes, I don't like that. I don't like anything that's a problem. And I've worked really hard on credit and stuff. So like we got good credit and it's one of them things that's like I got a bunch of credit cards and if one of them is going to give me a problem, I'm done with it.
Yeah. He mostly got it just for the $50
Just
off.
for the $50.
Yeah.
It turns out it was a $50 pain in the butt.
Right. Sherry is here. Hi, guys.
MG3919 says, I drive a school bus. After my elementary run today, I got hit by a boat.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
A boat.
The car forgot it was hauling a boat when it cut in front of me. What a day.
Oh, boy.
I never been
boy.
hit by a boat.
Me neither. I've been hit by a deer.
You have. And so have I. I had one run right into the side of my car one
Yeah.
night. Nan's here.
Hi, Nan.
Jennifer Lucas says, good evening, beautiful people.
Good evening, beautiful Jennifer.
All right. People say...
Blank is here. Hi, Blank.
Blank is here. Hi, Blank. I wonder what Blank looks like.
Blank.
Blank.
No. Victoria is here.
Yes. She asked me when my
I
eating time
know.
was. 22Q Cat always wanted a government job so I could have the extra holidays off.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's
But,
a bummer that I don't.
it makes up for it. I mean, like, we get quite a bit of vacation and we get holidays off. But I think if you compare it to, like, if I was to do the same job in the private industry that wasn't government,
Yeah.
I might not get them holidays off, but I would make extra, maybe.
Probably you would probably make more.
More of an hourly wage. So it all comes out in the wash.
Yeah. It does.
John had pork belly in the air fryer. It was
Yeah.
filling, couldn't even finish it. I have 6 ounces left over for another day.
That's awesome.
I don't think I could eat, like at Costco, the big pork belly. There's no way I could eat all that.
No.
Not in one sitting.
No, not in one sitting. Mark is here.
Yeah.
Mark is my coworker.
Happy almost Friday.
I know, today was rough
and
for you,
Sana's
Mark.
talking to just me. Oh, Mad Warrior. I am the OMAD warrior, and Heath is here.
Hi, Heath.
Hey, yo. Hey, we got plenty of time to catch the Friday night feast tomorrow.
Yes.
Plenty of time. Don't forget tomorrow, the Friday night feast.
On Hungry Heath and the sensational Shelley.
Cindy says she could not eat that much in 1 hour window.
Yeah.
So when I started doing OMAD at the beginning of the month, I couldn't even eat that much.
No, and I think the only reason I was able to get myself to eat more is because I had already closed in my eating window to like 3 or 4 hours.
I have become so comfortable in eating 1 meal a day.
Right.
That
That he'll probably stick with it.
it would be hard for me to go back to 2 meals a day because I'll want to like eat that amount of food.
And each time?
Each time.
I get it.
Maybe if I do go back to 2 meals,
Yeah.
it'd just be like a very small, almost like a snack.
Right.
Snack. Snack. Sammy Jane's here,
Hello.
giving us the googly eyes. Margie Kozrinsky's here.
Margie.
MG3919 says, me and the bus
Good.
are okay. I still drove my middle and high school route.
So that's good news. That is good news.
Yes.
I bet that boat was hurt worse,
The boat.
would be my guess, than the bus.
That would be a weird call. Like a hit by a boat. On the road. John says, I don't have the luxury of eating whenever I'm hungry. I'm expected to take a lunch break around the same time at work, so I kind of have to eat to the watch.
Yeah.
And, yes, so I used to be in corrections, and every day at 10:30 we would have count time, and that is when everybody was locked down except for me.
Yeah.
So after count was done, everyone hurried up and we ate our food, and
Yeah.
and that's been yes.
So that was kind of his routine for quite a long time.
Almost 8 years.
Yeah.
So every day, still, a little bit of hunger kicks in at 10:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
just because out of habit.
And I don't really get a lunch break at work. I can just eat when I want as I work.
Margie usually breaks her fast around 2 to 3 p.m.
2 to 3.
Deb's here.
I
Better
will
late than
probably
never.
go back to that and eat
2 meals?
yeah.
Even though you had a hard time eating at your job too, because just finding the time.
Yeah. Except for days like today, I could have eaten all day.
Deb Riley's here.
Deb Riley.
Lola's here. Says hi.
Hi, Lola.
I know I've said Lola was here. Before.
I know, but
That's
I like
okay.
saying
Lola's
Lola.
still here. Victoria says, are you guys in Ohio too? We absolutely are. We are between Dayton and Cincinnati.
Yes. We're kind of smack dab in the middle. Just about.
We're a little bit closer to Dayton.
A little bit.
Ageless Keto Bob is here. He says hello, everyone.
Hi, Bob.
Sherry on a low carb journey is in Ohio too.
Yes. Heath said, I just keep it simple and just eat when I am hungry, regardless of what the clock says. Yes. That's why 2 meals a day, I think, is better for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I've never been a breakfast person. I would have to force myself to eat early in the morning, and I usually don't get hungry until the afternoon.
I feel like this is actually the first time that I probably ate the amount that I was supposed to.
Today?
No. Just this
just
month.
oh man.
Yeah, because I felt like that's why I snacked so much.
Right.
Now, somebody's here. If you include snacking, I definitely ate what I was supposed to.
Yeah.
But if you took out the snacking, I was
Right.
under eating for lunch,
Yes.
and then the dog is very excited because Derek walked in.
Yes.
So I was under eating for lunch, which has made me wanted to snack before dinner.
Right. But it's all good. It's all gravy. And Sherry on a low carb journey is in Ohio too.
Donna says hi.
Hi,
Nice
Donna.
to see you live again, second time. Hi, Bob and everyone.
We're happy you're here. Rickwin's here. Hi,
Rickwin?
folks.
Is it Rickwin or Reichwin? I've heard it pronounced both ways.
I'm not sure.
Cindy says, my crazy husband wears shorts all year. Oh, I'd be freezing. Robert says, it's 45 and windy in Las Vegas.
Is it windy everywhere?
I think it is.
I feel like everybody's saying it's very windy everywhere.
Look, Elizabeth Trumbull's here. Says hi, new
Elizabeth.
subscriber. First live. Hello
Yay,
from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
We need to go to have the Jungle Gyms meet up.
I know.
Emily loves Jungle Gyms coffee
I do. Well, it's not Jungle Jim's coffee, but it is a local coffee.
that they sell there.
Yeah, and they have lots of flavors. And right now I have a German chocolate cake coffee and a peanut butter cup coffee.
You have a peanut butter and jelly coffee.
And I think I finished the
Oh,
peanut butter
no.
and jelly coffee.
Because it was your favorite?
It was my favorite. The others are really good too, but it's just, I almost feel like it's the smell of the coffee.
More
You
than-
get it more in the smell than the taste. But I really like it. I drink my coffee black, so just that little hint of something else. I really enjoy it.
Shauna says it's 45, windy on and off.
See, windy in California.
Margie misses eating ham. But I don't because it has sugar, even the Applegate brand. I'm
Yeah.
getting tired of eating the same thing, steak, eggs, bacon.
Oh,
How
but
can
do
you get tired of steak and bacon?
and eggs?
Oh, I don't like eggs.
I love eggs. Ham, I was never a big fan of, so I don't really miss it, although I liked it. I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Dustin's here, says hello everybody.
Hi, Dustin.
Sana says, in my opinion, I don't think OMAD goes well with following hunger cues because it makes it too sporadic. It works well the way you all are doing it. I agree.
Thank you.
Because if I did OMAD, like every day it would be a little bit earlier. If I was to follow like, oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
22Q Cat likes your shirt.
Thank you.
When I first glanced, it looked like you had a cast on your arm. It's the holes in
No
the shirt.
cast.
Glad your arm is not broken.
Me too. I've never had a broken bone.
Kathy Allen's here, says hello.
Hi, Kathy.
Oh, Rickman got splurged and got some salmon stuffed with crab from Costco. So
Yeah.
good for a change.
That sounds right up my alley. I had crab legs yesterday and I was so super excited. I know like pre-keto we revolved everything around food, and and when I say I get excited or I got excited about crab legs, it kind of makes me feel awful, like it's that old thought, you know? But I was excited about the crab legs because it was different.
Shauna says Blank has the best poker face.
Yes, 100%.
Jennifer says, when I worked for my dad on days like this, he'd say it was Blackberry Spring, that spring day that sneaks in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
He'd send everyone home to enjoy the weather. And you know what? There
That
was
would be
like 3
awesome.
guys at my work today, like
Yeah.
half of our crew.
Yeah,
They left at noon to go play golf.
that's awesome.
But I don't want to play golf. You know why?
You want to go hiking
I want to play pickleball.
and play pickleball.
Shauna didn't know that Monday was a holiday.
Yeah, me neither. Till he rubbed it in my face. Him and Noah were both home, and that's the worst time to be at work.
Blank says I'll add a photo.
Oh. Real crab. What
Brian
was
Doyle
that?
said, hi, all
Hi,
just got home.
Brian.
You know what? It's
What?
his fault for the unwitch.
Yes, it is.
It's Brian Doyle's fault that Emily had to stop and get us unwitches.
Yeah, as soon as I left work, he called and said, I just tagged you on Facebook. You need to look at it.
Shauna says she made Instapot country pork ribs dry rub by Hungry Heath. Pork and
Yum.
poultry rub. I have never tried the pork and
Yes,
poultry
you have.
rub.
No, we have
Never the
not.
pork and poultry.
It was the Shauna special.
Yeah, and the Texas 5 Spice that Heath and Shelly make that are amazing.
He
Amazing.
can't get enough of it.
Kathy says, Emily, you're eating lunch again or just one meal a day?
I'm still doing one meal a day. I did not bring any eggs with me this week because I ended up throwing them away last week. But I had them there as security, just in case.
Alan's here.
Hi, Alan.
And guess who else is here?
Hookah.
Hookah's here. Quilter in the Woods says hello from Deb.
Culture in the woods. Hi.
It's been a while since I've seen
It has
that.
been a
A
while.
little while since I've seen that name.
A little while.
Bob says, my OMAD tonight, last food was Sunday. Just a small 2-pound roast and 6 boiled eggs. Could you eat a 2-pound roast and 6 boiled eggs?
I could probably do a 1-pound roast and 4 eggs. Yeah, I could do a 1 pound and 4 eggs.
Could you do a 2 pound and 6 eggs?
No.
How about a 2 pound and 1 egg? And
Hard.
just think, Bob.
Would I have to eat the fat?
Yes.
No.
Bob eats that every day and has lost a ton of weight.
I know. Yeah.
MG3919.
Oh no, it was a hit and run?
No idea how the boat fared.
They probably didn't even know what happened.
Alan has been eating 2 meals a day now. And Bob says in 3.5 weeks he'll be in Ohio.
Yay.
That means that he could be sitting here with us
Yes, Bob.
doing the live. That would be really fun.
You're very welcome into our home.
Yes, come and we'll make you
Steak or a roast.
we'll make you a 3 pound roast.
Yeah.
John says, did OMAD for a while and really liked it. Now I'm doing some
Alternate.
day fasting. On my feast days, I eat 2 meals a day.
I could totally be on board with that.
Yeah, I had a friend that did the
I've been
alternate
listening
day
to a lot about fasting, and there's just so many
benefits.
wonderful benefits, and it's really it's just been really eye-opening for me.
You know what the biggest benefit is for me?
Getting rid of snacking.
And I don't have to make lunch. I don't have to worry about packing my lunch, and that was always a struggle. That was always one of them things.
For some reason, he dreaded it.
It's 10 o'clock at night. It's like, darn it, I gotta make my lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Big Guy's here.
Says he will not make the Ohio meetup,
Oh.
but planning on the Indy meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We'll
he
be
does
there.
live in Kansas.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard
understand.
hard to expect him to come to the meetup.
Can't hate you for that. But I can't wait to see you again.
Okay, so Sherry says, do you have coffee with any cream or flavoring throughout the day when doing OMAD?
No. I drink about a half. I have a whole system. I set my timer on my coffee pot to start at 6 a.m., which it did not do this morning because our power went out yesterday, and I did not set the clock on it. I was very disappointed this morning. But I usually end up drinking a half a pot of coffee between the time I get up, around 6 a.m., and I bring coffee with me and drink that. And then I drink my water with collagen, and that's my whole morning system, and that's all the way through like noon. Coffee and then collagen water.
And I don't drink coffee.
No.
But I'm not opposed to having a diet soda. Just saying. No hate. Bob says today's video is ruined by wind. Can't hear a thing.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it is. Well, Bob, you could just put music to it and just show your walk.
Yep.
Rickwin says, it is Rick Win, but
Yes.
Shelley pronounces it as Ryquin, which is fine. My real name is Joe.
Joe.
Quitter in the Woods says, cold and snow inbound for Sunday
Eek.
here in Missouri.
I don't like snow. Yay to Jungle Gyms.
Yay. Hey, we're finally starting to get a little bit caught up.
Good.
Starting to get... Luz says it's windy, hailing, and raining. That sounds awful.
That does sound awful.
Sherry says it was great weather here in Lancaster, Ohio.
Yes.
Got out in the hills for a decent hike. You know what?
My absolute best friend that I have known her entire life lives up in Rockbridge. And that is such a pretty area whenever I do get a chance to go up and see her. But there's so much to do.
A long time ago, I used to think everybody's in Texas. If we just moved to Texas, we'd be able to hang out with everybody. Look how many people's coming in from Ohio now.
I know, it's so awesome.
Ohio and Indiana seems like it's really making up
Yeah.
a lot of the keto communities from Ohio and Indiana. It's really exciting.
We're going to get to see so many beautiful faces.
Lord knows the Midwest really needed a good
push.
a good health check.
Yeah.
Dustin says, Jungle Gyms, I make it there one day. You should.
Yes.
It's probably less than 2 hours maybe from you?
Yeah. I love to go there. I just really don't like to go on the weekends.
Missy's in Ohio too.
Missy's in Ohio.
Wow.
And Sherry said, I want to go to Jungle Gyms. It is so packed there on the weekends, though. So packed.
It is. But you know what? If you're just in there...
But if you're visiting and it's new, it's still exciting.
Yeah. You know what? Just take a basket, because I'm telling you, that cart, everywhere you go with the cart...
It holds you back.
You're always in the way of something.
Yeah.
It's the cart. I love it when I can just pawn the cart off on Emily. You can push the cart and put your purse in it.
Yeah.
It's like that way at Costco. Everywhere I go with that giant cart, I'm in somebody's way.
Oh, well. Get some great finds.
Quarter in the Woods had barbecue beef country ribs and a salmon patty for supper.
Yum.
My grandma used to make the best salmon cakes.
I had never had one until he made it for me just a couple years ago.
And I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Ever since I got older, I just don't like the fishy taste of things.
Cindy said, Emily and James, my husband wants to go to Jungle Gyms while we are up that way Saturday. I used to go there.
Is there a Jungle Gyms in Columbus? Because I didn't think that there was.
No, but they'll be passing Jungle Gyms.
No.
They'll be passing it. I strictly like to go there because they have a lot of different coffee options. And then if you like the skinny syrups, like the Jordan skinny syrups, they don't have the Jordan's brand, but they have a lot of sugar-free syrups to choose from. And they have a lot of olives and cheeses and butters that I like to look at.
He says, I always get excited about food and never feel guilty about it. Oh, I get excited about food too.
I was super excited yesterday over those ground legs.
You know what? So I told her, I was like, well, first off, can I say one thing?
What?
When we go to Red Lobster, and we went in the past, and it says you get a pound of crab legs.
Yeah.
I think they're lying. Because your pound of crab legs and Noah's pound of crab legs last night was way more than was ever on the plate at Red Lobster.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like...
We got gypped.
Well, I was thinking that like when you asked me if I wanted crab legs, I'm thinking, man, it ain't worth $10 for like 4 or 5 legs. And then they had like
it was
12
3 clusters.
Yeah, they had like 12 or 13 legs, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got a little jealous.
I offered to share.
She did, but I didn't want to take her meal.
He knew it was my mojo. But I did get you shrimp.
Quarter in the Woods says, it's been a while since I've been here, working later, and your day changed. Love your channel. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, I'm sorry it changed.
We're sorry it changed, but we're
happy it changed at the same time.
Because there's a lot of stuff coming up in the future that like we were going to have to continuously cancel. And one of the things that we want is we just want to be consistent. And this is the best day that we would be able to be consistent without having to cancel.
I want to respond to Heath's comment right here. I agree with you 100%. In the same breath, I really like it for certain benefits, and I'm going to tell you why. There are so many different eating disorders, Heath, and my oldest son did struggle with bulimia as a teenager. And that was really hard as a parent, trying to help him with that. And I struggled as a teenager myself with starving myself. For the intention of just, I was in a really dark place as a teenager. And I had, like, when we started doing OMAD, when he wanted to do it and I wanted to do that with him, that was kind of in the back of my head that I have to keep track and focus on eating enough, because it's not about fasting and not eating to try to lose weight. It was more on the aspect of autophagy and just healing my body. And I knew as much as I hate tracking, as much as I hate tracking what I'm eating, I knew I needed to, for that pure, simple fact of I don't want to put myself in a place where I'm hurting myself and not improving myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we're not.
So it's actually really kind of emotional for me to even talk about, but I do have that fear in the back of my head because I was that teenager who hated myself very much and constantly would just tell myself not to eat, not to eat, not to eat.
Yeah, there's a difference in starving yourself for weight loss versus fasting because
right.
I am eating the same amount of food that I would normally eat if I was eating all day long.
Right.
I'm just doing it all at one time.
Right.
And at the end of the month, I'm going to continue. And I'm really hoping that Emily just goes back to her regular thing that she enjoys and don't think.
I'm not going to feel like I have to do it just because he's doing it.
Yeah. And it's one of them things. It was like with beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. We did beef, butter, bacon, and eggs because everybody was doing it. And it was one of them things. It was like, well, let's try it.
Yeah.
And then we did carnivore, which was that was my least favorite challenge. Believe it or not, carnivore was my least favorite. I actually like the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs.
Which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. But what happened was on carnivore, I found myself being very cheese reliant.
Yeah.
I really relied on cheese, and because I was able to have cheese on carnivore, I ate too much of it. And I think that hurt me.
Right.
But I know it sounds silly.
Yeah.
But keto is for me. I like keto because
I like keto because of the small things like olives and pickles and avocados.
yeah, I love pickles. I love pickles on my burger. There's just something about my burger. I don't even have to have cheese on it, but if I have pickles and I can cut up a pickle in each bite,
Right.
it's almost like its own sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's all right. I mean, we're all going to be different, and that's okay.
But yeah, Heath, I don't think I'm ever doing a 3
But I can totally
4.
see his perspective on that because I know that me personally, I am specifically tracking for the pure reason of, for the sole purpose of making sure I'm eating enough because I don't want to put myself in that spot where I'm like, okay, I'm eating less, I'm losing more, and that's not how I want to do it. I want to make sure I'm eating plenty and doing it for the right reasons.
Well, now you put us behind again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shauna says she'll never do any meal plan that cuts out my coffee. Nope.
No way, no how. Me neither.
Terry just finished a 72-hour fast.
That's awesome.
And I don't think I could do that.
You could if you put your mind to it and you wanted to do it. You'd have to want to do it first.
Cindy says that lost all her weight thus far and never gave up Diet Pepsi. Well, you know what? Sometimes you just have to claim something. It's like, I give up everything else.
Yeah.
This is mine.
Yeah. There's a thing. And if that's what keeps you on track, then that's awesome.
Sherry's dad lives near Rockbridge.
Yay. I know where Rockbridge is.
Bob says 40 years ago, Rockbridge had an amazing golf course.
Really? I know they have some amazing caves near there.
Quilter in the Woods says, when is the indie meetup? It is in
Do you know the
May.
date?
I know it's in May. Jackie's Jinx Journey knows. Dustin.
We have it on our
Keto's-
Facebook group page as well.
Keto Simple is in here, and he knows what it is, and they probably already answered.
Yes.
And I'm just behind.
Yes.
Shauna says 100 days and 1 hour until the 2023
Really?
Lifelong Cruise. It's almost double digits.
What? We just bought our luggage.
Bob says, James, is there small there? The media has given us very little on the train explosion. I know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're asking about a smell, which there's not. That's about all I know. I know that our governor
I had just heard about this because
Was
I
it?
don't watch the news.
was at people's houses yesterday drinking their tap water, and
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Scott's here. He says, howdy,
Hey,
y'all.
Scott. Howdy.
Kimmy says, I'm in Idaho. Nobody lives in Idaho.
Oh,
I think Mr. Potato Head might be from there.
maybe.
Mr. Potato Head's from Idaho.
I hear Idaho is beautiful.
Yeah, Bob says it's May 6th.
Thank you, Bob.
Jennifer says, went to my favorite campground today. I'd love to gather the keto community for a big camp out.
You know, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
It would. And you know what? If I wouldn't have just downsized last year, my vehicles, like the truck, and went from a truck to a smaller SUV and all that, I would have probably got a camper. I think a camper would be nice.
As much as he hates driving, it doesn't make any sense.
What, a camper?
Yeah.
Why?
He does not want to drive to Texas for the cruise.
It's just.
But he talks about driving a camper.
I really want to fly. I got wings and I'm gonna fly.
There you go.
She says she makes pretty good salmon cakes.
That sounds good. I love seafood.
Two Queens Go Ketos here.
Hello. Robin? Is it Robin?
I believe it is.
I think so, Robin.
Quitter in the Woods says, if I ever get to Ohio, we'll go to Jungle Gyms. Where are the locations in Ohio? I know that both of them are in the Cincinnati area.
Yes. They're actually really not that far from each other.
Kathy says, James, I love the video you made on how you save money on keto. It's very well put together. Thank you very much.
That was all him.
That was, yes.
He had me in no part of that.
Bob says, Ohio is dangerous for me. Pizza is great, but White Castle is the food of the gods.
Austin, our son, works at White Castle.
He's a supervisor at
And he
White
comes
Castle.
home smelling like White Castle all the time.
Yes, but he don't like it.
But he does not like it. And I'm trying to get him to take just the hamburger patties and weigh them out at work so he can tell me how many White Castle burgers does it take for a pound. But he has not done that for me yet.
I find this funny. Len Purdue says, hello, everyone. I love salmon patties.
Me too.
Lola says, how compared to the frozen ones, semi-retired? So, I've had frozen White Castles, and I think they're the same thing.
Not as good.
Maybe not as good, but they're still...
You can taste the freshness.
Sandra lives in Northeast Ohio. No Jungle Gyms.
Ah.
All right. So Elizabeth says there are only two Jungle Gyms. Fairfield, Ohio, and Eastgate, Ohio. Fairfield is north, Eastgate is east.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that, Elizabeth.
All right. Blank says, went to a crab feed a few weeks ago. Delicious. Didn't even miss the bread and pasta.
No.
Where do we find a crab feed?
I don't know. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, we can. All right, everyone, we can start.
Michelle's here?
Michelle's here. Absolutely.
Hi, Michelle.
Thank goodness. Now we can start the show.
We're way behind anyway.
Are we still that far behind?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh. John says, weather today record-breaking, 84 degrees. We only hit 70.
84 is awesome.
Yeah, expecting a high of 50 tomorrow.
Michelle said, my 2 cents, I love fasting. I can't see it.
I have autoimmune disease, and fasting always makes me feel better when I have any issues with my various symptoms.
Yeah.
Sherry says, makes sense to track if doing OMAD, Emily.
Yes.
And another thing, OMAD also makes it easier to track because you only got to do it once.
Unless you already think you know what you're going to eat and put it in your tracker, and then somebody changes it up. And then you have to do it all over again.
Robert says that Professor K in a recent video said the best benefits from fasting come from a 72 to 96 hour fast.
Yes. Yep.
And that makes me sad.
I know.
I'm never going to
But it's still great. Like 17 out from everything I've heard so far, even if you only do like 17 hours, that there's a lot of really good benefits for that.
He says, I'm only keto because the warden made me do it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but look how much
Just
healthier you are.
Yes. And how much better you feel.
And you know what? You wouldn't have met us.
And Robert said, isn't BBB&E carnivore? Yes, it 100% is.
Yes, it is. But I ate too much cheese, which I wasn't allowed to have on the BBB&E. And because I was allowed to have cheese, I did have cheese.
And hurt himself.
And I hurt myself many times.
Yes.
Bob says the science for intermittent fasting is pretty solid. I firmly believe it's the autophagy from the intermittent fasting that has kept the loose skin at bay from 140
140-pound
down
loss.
in 9 months.
Yes.
And yes, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing it. I don't have very much. Of course, I have the little wobble behind under here.
Yes.
Which isn't horrible.
Uh-huh.
And that is also why I've been doing so much weight training. But that is my other main reason for doing that. What are you writing down?
A book.
Oh. There it is. Fast, feast, repeat.
I wonder if there's an audio book, John. Thank you for that.
All right. Sandra gave up cigarettes 26 years ago.
I'm going to keep my diet pop.
Keep my diet pop.
And she says pop.
Pop. That's how you know she's from Ohio.
Me and Derek just had a conversation about that because he calls it soda and I call it pop. And
Terry wants to know how goes your DDPY. She says
it's getting harder.
It's kicking my butt.
Yes. So I still love it. I'm not going to say I don't love it. I love it less right now because
I need to grab a drink while you talk about that.
As soon as it got comfortable, I wouldn't say easy, but as soon as I got comfortable with where I was at, they added some different things in my program and got harder, and there are some moments where I just have to lay on the ground because it's kicking my butt too, for sure.
I think it probably, just like whenever I get, for my whole weightlifting career, I used to lift a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I do actually build muscle fairly quick. I've always known that. But anytime you get comfortable doing a workout, it's almost like now's the time to add weight so that it's not comfortable.
I know, but it really kicks your hiney.
And I think if you was doing the DDPY and it was always the same workouts and it was never a challenge, eventually you would say,
you're not wrong.
What's the purpose?
Yeah. But I really enjoy it. I hope you're enjoying it too, because I don't know. I don't know. I really like it a lot. I know it's not for everyone, but I really, really like it.
Shauna says, wasn't there a movie not too long ago about the exact same thing? There was. I heard that on the radio.
Yeah.
They were talking. It's almost like the exact same thing.
That happened?
Yes.
Up in northern Ohio?
Yes. Shauna says, if you camp right next to the hotel, it would be fun. All right, where are we at? There's Carnivore Kip. Remember the guy I told you I found a new guy?
Yeah, and you never did tell me who it was.
I started watching Carnivore Kip last night.
That's awesome.
He's at 486 pounds. He was embarrassed to film himself. Recently got the courage to pick up the camera and start documenting if anyone wants to follow my journey.
Well, yeah, of course we do. I love hearing about other people's journeys and the victories that they're having. Absolutely.
I'll turn it on when we get off here and you can watch Kip.
Okay. Deal.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that. I was watching it. You fell asleep last night, and it's one of them things. Like, that's the only way we find new channels is like in the feed, something new pops up.
Yes. Sherry said, tell me the best on which to order. Sherry. Gargantuan is, so I thought was the best. But today.
Gargantuan's the biggest.
Today what I got was the bootlegger. And that was turkey and roast beef. And I got just turkey, roast beef, cheese, onions, and lettuce. I always take the outside lettuce off of mine. So it's more like a meat taco. But I brought it home, put 6 slices of pre-cooked Costco bacon on it and a holy guacamole individual mashed avocado on that to up my protein and my fat. And it was so good. And I guess I could do that with a gargantua too, but I really liked the one I had today. But I did add salami and capicola to my roast beef and turkey. to up the protein also.
And the bacon to up the fat.
Yeah. But it was really good.
But then she also had, what else did you have?
I did eat a 4-ounce smash burger with a tablespoon of butter on it, like icing. Just because I knew I wasn't eating enough. So I feel pretty good though.
Robert says the frozen White Castle burgers are very close to fresh.
They are, but I'm still wanting Austin to bring us home a pound of just White Castle burger patties.
Terry says there's snow on the Oregon coast. We get it so rarely, it's beautiful.
Ah.
Lola says she don't have the discipline to track macros. Well, if you only have to do it,
I get it though.
we are creatures of habit.
Yeah.
Which means that what I eat today, I'm probably going to eat 3 more times by next week. And
Yes.
sometimes it's easy just to go, it's just the same exact.
He says this, but he
Yeah.
doesn't track.
I don't track.
There is favorites. You can put things as your favorites that we eat often, which is going to be ground beef and butter and eggs for me. And so it makes it a lot simpler. And usually I'll track, tell him what my macros are, and then he'll eat more.
I'm like, oh, these are your macros, this, and this. All right, I'm going to throw in an extra burger and a whatever.
Yeah.
Some shrimp.
True story.
2KK's here. Says, hello, everybody.
Hello. Good evening.
John says, I quit smoking in January. So far, so good.
That is so awesome.
That is.
Super proud of you, John.
Cindy says it's pop in Michigan too.
That's right.
Most places it's soda.
Yes.
And like in West Virginia, it's a Coke.
Yeah.
Or pulp. Sorry if anyone's from West Virginia. I just had to say that. There's a lot of places. There's a few places that call it Coke no matter what.
Regardless.
It doesn't
of what
matter.
It is.
It doesn't matter if it's a Sprite.
Yeah.
It's a Coke. Elizabeth says that Jen Stevens has at least 2 fasting books that I know of. She's great.
I wrote it down on this envelope right here. This envelope right here. So I don't forget, because sometimes I hear things and I realize I need to keep a pen and paper because I will not remember.
Kip has lost 45 pounds this year already.
That is amazing. That is awesome.
You know what? He's one of the people that when you watch his video, you'll be like, you know what? I know that they're nice people.
Yes. Well, I don't know yet, but
You'll know.
I'll know.
I'm a good judge of character.
He thinks. Terry said, yes, I enjoy it, but the below the belt makes me sweat. That is not, okay, below the belt is tough. But the one that I do not like whatsoever, you probably even know what it is.
Red Hot Core.
Yes.
I only know it because I hear it in her sleep. She's crying in her sleep and she's saying, Red Hot Core. Like, that is her worst. She doesn't like that.
That is the one I do not like.
Alan says they have a blizzard warning in Southern California.
Oh boy.
That sounds like end of times coming.
Yeah. Yes.
We have trains just flying off the track.
Hey, Jazz Puppy's here.
She is here.
Hi.
And Southern California has a blizzard warning.
Jazz Puppy, are you going to KPL this year? Just curious.
Jackie says my fasting benefit is kicking James' butt in the weigh-in. No, I don't. I didn't know it was a competition, but you're on.
She's totally going to kick your butt. For real.
Kip says I appreciate the support, everyone. This is a great community. This is the best community.
Yeah, it is the absolute best.
This is the absolute best community. And
For real.
I say it all the time. I wouldn't have gotten close to my goals
If it wasn't for you guys.
if it wasn't for the community. You gotta have it.
Yeah.
I think the community is the difference between failure and success.
For us. In our opinion.
Sherry wants to know what app you track on.
Chronometer. is the one that I use.
And she doesn't use the paid version.
I do not.
It's just the regular version. But
Yeah.
if she wanted the paid version, I guess that would be something she could have.
Yeah.
She
I just haven't committed
she's
to
worth
that.
it.
I don't know what extra benefits there are with the paid version. And I haven't looked into it either, though.
Michelle says, yes, I live in Brookings, Oregon, and can see the ocean from my house.
Oh,
it's been
that
snowing
is
since
awesome.
yesterday. Wow. And then he says it may be the Texas in me, but Whataburger is greater than White Castle. I've never had Whataburger.
We're going to be in Texas.
Now, see, I have had Crystal, and I think that White Castle is superior to Crystal, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for anyone in the South.
I would agree with that.
We've had Crystal. It's just, I thought that, hey, now we can start. Phyllis
Is here. Hi, Phyllis.
Shauna says, I hate when you ask for Diet Coke. Their reply is, Pepsi okay? Yep,
No, never.
You're right. It's not okay. Diet Mountain Dew would be the next. It has to be Diet Mountain Dew after that because I don't like Diet Pepsi. But everyone has their
I'm
thing.
sorry.
There's so many people who like
Certain things.
Yeah, certain things, and some
That's
people,
right.
either you like Diet Coke or you like Diet Pepsi. There's no
Yeah.
one that says that they like them
Right.
equal, I guess.
Deb Riley says South Carolina is a Coke state.
Yep, I told you.
See,
There's
she knows.
there's some states that's just Coke. Look, Jennifer says it's all a Coke.
In Indy?
I guess.
Wow.
Look, in Tennessee, it's Coke. Doesn't matter what brand, it's still a Coke. Anything carbonated.
Yes.
Oh, Lola says soda. in
North Carolina.
Shauna prefers Dr. Pepper Zero. Holly is going to KPL.
Yay. John said,
He's-
that was
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They were going
I
to
thought
check
it was
out
another book thing I
Cook's
wanted to
channel.
write down.
Hookah says, I want one at Hungry Heath. Shauna says the high for tomorrow, looking at 47 and rain on
but
the
you're
way,
in
which
California and
is
this doesn't
cold.
make sense to me, Shauna.
It's better than wind. You know what? 47, mostly around here this time of year, like 47 will be great.
Sure.
It's a pop in northern Missouri. The further south you go, it is soda.
Isn't that odd?
Yep. John says the free version of Chronometer works great. It does, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff like
I wanted to share my stuff with somebody,
you have to be a paid.
Miss Jen Delaney to be in particular. Yeah, I couldn't even add her because it
Yeah.
had to be a paid version.
That, and there's a lot of people like 2KK.
Yeah.
They input
Or
some
Keto
of their
Chow,
recipes. Yeah,
too.
they input their recipes on there, and if you have the paid version, you
Yeah.
can just go and instantly import it into your macros. Which
Right.
I would want that if I was
Which-
doing it.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of Keto Chow things on there. I'm just saying.
Vicky says truth there. Snow in Southern California, hard to believe, but so enjoying a real winter feel.
I could understand that. I don't like snow because I don't like to have to drive in it, and I don't like being cold, but I do think it's really pretty to look at.
Brian says I can't stand White Castle. Tampa Jan's here watching from my surgery rehab.
Oh, I hope you're healing.
Jennifer says that used to love White Castle, but eventually they seem soggy to me. I think that's my favorite part. Is the soggy. That's from the onions.
I'm a big fan of smash burgers, so
Yeah.
any kind of thin burger like that, I think I will like.
Yeah, let's just be honest. It's not cost efficient to go into White Castle and order a bunch of little burgers because that little thin patty, there's just not enough there.
No, but Austin does say there are people who do come in and get a couple double cheeseburgers, no bun, and they just put it in a little box for them.
There wouldn't be enough meat. Missy says one benefit of paid Chronometer is you can add Chris and Miriam from Keto Chow as friends and you can see all the Keto Chow recipes. I haven't done it yet, but thinking about it.
Yeah.
Cindy says, in New England, pop is soda.
Pop is soda.
And then Brian uses the paid version of Chronometer so I can just use Joe and Rachel's recipes.
Do you find it worth, I don't even know how much it is, but do you think it's worth it to upgrade it?
He says he wants Diet Dr. Pepper, again with the Texas.
That's
all
right.
I wish I was that proud of this state.
He's not.
We have Buckeyes and I can't even eat them. They're poison.
Oh, boy.
Cindy says other places it is a
Soft drink,
drink.
yeah.
Sean has always been a Dr. Pepper fan, but then Diet Dr. Pepper,
Zero.
now Dr. Pepper Zero. Yes, John, the late night White Castle stops.
Yeah, mine was a Waffle House.
You know, back when I used to drink and go out, my favorite?
Yeah.
Waffle House.
Years ago, I worked with, when I first started at my job, I've been at my job 21 years now, you guys. I just had my 21 year anniversary. But years ago, I worked with a guy, I was in like my early 20s and he was, I want to say, early to mid 60s, and he was my absolute best friend ever. I could talk to him about anything and everything, and he would never judge me or steer me in the wrong direction at all. My absolute best friend. I miss him very much. He passed away a few years ago. But we worked together and we worked nights, and every Friday night he was my date, and we would go to Waffle House and I would get a cheesesteak omelet, which is something I can still have now. So that's a little bit just a memory thing for me. When I go to Waffle House, I can still go there and order and stay keto. It's not on the menu, but they will still make it.
The Philly cheesesteak omelet?
The cheesesteak omelet. Yep, just steak and cheese and egg. It's delicious.
Uncle Big Guy says it was Coke before they changed the formula. Then I switched to Dr. Pepper, now 5 years free.
Wow.
Tampa Jan says back surgery went great.
That's awesome.
Should be walking soon. First time in more than 6 years. Hoping to be on the cruise.
I hope so.
Loose,
Soda.
Yep, soda in California.
Yeah.
And Sana says you have to be specific with chronometer when it comes to meat and enter, for example, raw or cooked wording to your search.
Yes, or with the fat or without. Yeah.
Cindy uses FitnessPal because chronometer is so confusing. Had done both for a bit, and the numbers were pretty darn close, if not exact.
Yeah.
And I think
I've used both.
I think as long as you just pay attention to the FitnessPal, because that is kind of like Wikipedia where anybody can enter things.
Yeah. Yeah. And create new items.
Pat's here.
Hi, Pat.
All right, now we can start.
Yeah. You're funny.
Brian says it's $50 a year.
Okay, that's not terrible.
I wonder if you could, I wish you could buy a lifetime.
Yeah,
They should
well,
offer
one
that.
time.
Yeah. Like $120 and you get it forever. Shauna loves her paid version of Chronometer. There you go. I think.
And Alan said I'm too cheap, so I wouldn't upgrade.
I'm too cheap. So
Alan, I
wouldn't
think I
upgrade.
might be similar to you.
Lola says never heard of smash burgers until meeting you both. Well, so yeah, it's
The best thing ever.
what we like about the smash burgers is, well, first off, you just put them in a ball. Like sometimes I even make them really smashy, and I only do a 2-ounce ball, and then you just smash them. And I use a piece of parchment paper like on a flat top grill. That way nothing sticks, and then I just smash them. And you're going for as thin as can be so that they get that crunchy.
Crispy. They're almost like beef chips.
Brian says I'm gonna try to get the Keto Chow recipes. Never thought of that.
Yes. They have everything on there.
Shauna says she's boring. Never drank. No late night food or hangovers.
That's all right, Shauna.
Wait till the cruise.
Yeah.
We gotta take Shauna out for a hangover.
John said he does not drink anymore either.
Arbor
That's
says
awesome.
later Gators have a date with some Korean barbecue. Good night.
Yum. You have a wonderful, wonderful night.
We never have Korean barbecue.
I know.
I don't even know what that is.
But I want it.
But I do want it. Sylvia says when I was a kid I said Coke until I started drinking Diet Pepsi. Then I started saying soda. He says you have to be proud of the state that used to be
its own nation.
Yes, I agree. Jennifer says Keto Chow Buckeyes are great. I know.
They're dangerous.
Yes, Bob from Ageless Keto Bob, when he made them at the last meetup.
Yes.
I know I ate at least 5.
They were dangerously good.
Kathy says
I have not made them.
Just got a notification that 2KK is live now. All right. Just in case they are live, which would be weird because I don't think they are until 8:30. We are going to go ahead and jump off.
Yeah.
Actually, 2KK loves smash burgers.
Absolute favorite.
And adding mustard to the outside of the burger helps put a nice crust on a smash burger.
Ooh.
Now we have to try that.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
That'll be tomorrow.
Thank you for the tip.
That'll be tomorrow. Mustard on the outside of the burger.
Yes. We have ground beef ready, and yeah. I've never heard that before.
All right, you guys. 2 Crazy Ketos, I think, will be on at 8:30, but if they're on now, well, I'm sorry for going over in their time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You guys all have a great night.
Have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon.
See you Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They don't go live until 8:30, but I'm already committed. So you guys have a great night, and we love every single one of you.